Welcome into the second intermission report. The Bruins down 5-2 after 2 periods of play. Adam Peller and Billy Jaffe, Andy Brickley with you. Florida Panthers dominated that first period. Forecheck was more than noticeable. It looked like there was some pushback from the Bruins in that second period. They got a good shift early from Coyle's line, and then there were some good moments in that second period.
Yeah, again, the detail's not good enough. We talked about it in the pregame show that if the Bruins came in with the right attitude and paying attention to details, I thought this was a very winnable game. Obviously hasn't gone that way, but their puck retrieval in their own zone needs to be way better. It wasn't strong enough again in period 2. And when they did generate those opportunities off the rush, no execution to get a quality scoring chance when you're chasing the score.
Yeah, and when they did have 3 chances, before the McAvoy goal, like Coyle had that opportunity, he couldn't tuck it in. He couldn't put it in the backhand. 14 giveaways in this game. 14 for the Bruins, just 5 for Florida. I don't know. They're moments of decentness in that second period. Is that a term?
Maybe because the first period was so lopsided that the second period seemed like a lot better.
But the fifth goal was more of the same, right? I mean, the Bruins have possession of the puck. I think it's Carlo carrying the puck up the offside as a right shot defenseman. He gains the red line, doesn't get it in. Puck turns over. Numbers going the other way. Basically a 3-on-1, 3-on-2. And that's the fourth line for Florida that's tucking a close range goal in to make it 5-1.
Seemed like the Bruins defensemen are because the forecheck is in their heads a little bit, making some quick decisions and ill-advised decisions? Well,
quick decisions, whatever you want. I mean, but they're also not positioned well. The forwards aren't helping, the sport as well. That's exactly what Florida wants to do. They couldn't have executed this any better. I mean, if you were doing the game and you had your telestrator or you're talking to Timmy P, you'd be showing regularly how the Bruins have turned towards the wall instead of being able to have skates up the ice, make a pass and go. They have literally been hoping to get the puck out.
And I'm reluctant to credit Florida. I'm looking at the Bruins D saying they're not pulling the puck off the wall, in a position to make a quick play to get out of their own zone to alleviate the pressure that they're inviting on themselves, and it's been there for 2 periods.
And before the Panthers made it 5-1, you're getting big plays. You mentioned the forwards for the Bruins, a big play for the forward for the Panthers, Never Rodriguez, a nice stick save on Justin Brazeau.
Yeah, the wraparound chance was there, just like you mentioned about Coyle. It looked like Coyle, as he got around Bobrovsky, maybe had a chance to pull to the backhand and tuck it in short side. He went for the bad angle slide across, didn't have the angle. But, yeah, nice play by Rodriguez, but the Bruins had an opportunity to climb back into the game. Big goal by McAvoy, if you want to put it in that category. Give you some believability, some life, and then you get the late power play. Not much happening.
Let's talk about the power play for a second. Second opportunity for the Bruins. They'll have the extra man to start the third period as well.
I know it's easy to say here, breaking your goal scorer, and got to hit the net. I mean, you got to hit the net.
Pasta.
I know it's easy to sit here and say it, and it's not. He's not trying. They're not trying to miss the net, but down 5-2 with that opportunity. Paramount that you hit the net there.
Yeah, and it's late. It's late. It's last minute of a period, and those goals can be hurtful for the team that gives them up. And you're on the power play, and that's your guy, Pasta, with the one-timer. In his wheelhouse. Don't even force Bobrovsky to make a save. You saw Bobrovsky. He couldn't even handle the glove save that led to the McAvoy goal.
How much of what we're seeing, again, maybe I'm grasping at straws here, because every team in the NHL has a preseason. Every team in the NHL has these sort of wonky lineups where you're trying to evaluate guys. How much of it is the fact that this group, as constituted, hasn't played a lot together?
That's a big factor. Big factor. And, in certain guys that haven't had really much of a camp, Marchand hasn't had much of a camp. Lindholm hasn't had much of a camp in terms of skating. Max Jones hasn't had much of a camp. You just got Swayman back in the lineup, so he's not playing in net for you tonight. But again, my focus tonight has been the D. How can you handle the pressure of the forecheck of the Florida Panthers? Because you know what's coming, and they haven't handled it well.
Do we have a breakdown in this second intermission? All right, so I didn't make this clear in the first intermission. Because the game is on national TV, because it is currently on, we can't show video. So if you were watching the first intermission, you were wondering why we were seeing like a video game type of thing, well, it's because we can't show video. So this is the best that we can do. And this is the Charlie McAvoy goal to make it 5-2.
We'll go virtual for you again.
There you go.
And so there you go. So you got the gold, and then you got the red of Florida. You see the way that McAvoy's going to drive to the net. The rebound is Brixton's going to come off the glove of the goaltender Bobrovsky, and then McAvoy just comes sliding into the middle and stick on ice. Good reaction. Let's roll it again. We can roll it one more. Listen, Timmy, you've worked hard at this.
Yes,
we need show us again. Brick, here you go.
Because we're not going to see it in post-game. We'll see real video.
Beach is carrying the puck across the blue line, and one of the few times the Bruins off the rush actually got a shot on goal and a scoring chance, and it led to a rebound chance on the follow-up on the net drive, the good net drive by McAvoy. He had a battle to get stick position to get to that rebound to bury it. So good play by Beach, a good play by activating the defense after the Bruins made a play through the neutral zone.
Another bright spot for the Bruins tonight, penalty kill. Penalty kill has been...
Finding the positives. Yes, that would be a yes.
Okay.
They've been good. They've reacted well. I feel their pressure up top's been good. Their sticks have been good. And just their reacts overall have been really good against the team in Florida, Brick, that they, I hope I don't jinx it here, but seem to have their number on the PK or when Florida's on the PP. They do a really good job there. They can't handle the forecheck.
Yeah.
They can handle their power play.
Yeah, and I don't know if they made mention of this in that second period, but Ekblad's been playing on the PP1 now because of Boquist's injury when he got hit in the head, and Marchand schooled him on the Charlie Coyle chance. So that PK, I mean, if they're shorthanded again, I like their chances of scoring.
Now you want them to take penalty.
Let's take a look. All right, so the Bruins down 5-2 after 2 periods of play. As we take a look at the game summary, the Bruins outshot 25-17. Coming up empty on the power play again. They'll have just under a minute left on that power play to start the third period as we wrap things up here on the second intermission report. We will see you on
At postgame, yes. We will see you postgame.
On NESN 360 as well, but we'll have video. We'll have video for you to break it down.
The way this game's going, we might just want to keep the virtual ones.
We will. Billy Jaffe, Andy Brickley, hope for a comeback here in the third period.